Hello guys, it's Aqua Jewel, and today I'm going to do a video about Warped Tour. It's a Warped Tour hype video, and it's just things that I'm really excited about for Warped Tour, and some things that you should be excited about Warped Tour, because it is a great experience, and if you haven't experienced it yet, I highly recommend it. Okay, so first thing, you want to make sure you have everything planned out before the day you go to Warped Tour. Otherwise, it's just a jumbled mess of not knowing what to do, where to meet up or anything, what bands are playing where. So they finally updated the Warped Tour. They finally updated the Warped Tour app for Android and iPhone, so you can see all the cool bands and news and stuff about Warped Tour. And that has a schedule on it that you are able to use for. That has a schedule on it that you are able to program what you want to go see and where it will be, and so you will be able to use that at Warped Tour if you have any way to access it via internet, 4G, LTE, 3G. Anyways, so yes, make sure you have a schedule, bring a snack, and I highly recommend bringing a water because it gets really, really, really hot at Warped Tour between all the mosh pits and the hot weather, being in the middle of summer. So yeah, I highly recommend bringing water. Second thing, when you arrive, you can skip the line if you bring some food donations. There's more information about that on the Vans Warped Tour site, but you can skip the line by bringing food or a donation in either non-damaged cans or a cash form, and that makes it so you can go to a line that's way shorter than the normal entry line. I highly recommend doing that so you can just go into the venue without having to wait for hours and hours and hours. Yeah, but once you get inside Warped Tour venue, you should definitely go look for the inflatable band listings to see where each band is, because that is announced the day that you are in your venue. It will be up on this inflatable band sign that will tell you what bands are playing on what stage and what time, and plan out what bands you want to see and where you need to go for that. Because if you have two of your favorite bands that are playing at the same time, you can't really run back and forth. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can if you want to, but that's just a lot of hassle. So I would just prefer having to pick one band over the other. They give out a lot of stuff at Warped Tour between the booths and the vendors and all that. Bring an extra bag just in case, so you can carry all of your free swag to bring home from Warped Tours, like mementos, or maybe you got a free cool t-shirt that you're gonna sport at school. I almost ran out of space last year and I had two bags with me. I had just a normal little drawstring bag, and I had to use another bag because mine was too small. Yeah, just try to bring a bigger bag, but make sure you're allowed to bring a size. If you are bringing your wallet too, make sure you do not have your chain on it, because they will not let you bring a wallet with a chain in there. You have to just have your wallet separate. I know it's easier to lose, but it's just the rules, and that's how it plays. Next thing, make sure you bring money if you want to go buy any merchandise, because they have a lot of stuff for sale, and money runs out really fast at Warped Tour. Especially if you're buying food. There is limited food at venues, some not even having any food at all. And if you are wanting to buy clothing or wristbands, or say you found a band that you really like that you want to purchase their sample or EP, and you need money, so make sure you bring some money with you. Next thing is, be really, really, really careful when you go into the mosh pits, because I almost got stuck in the middle of the mosh pit last year. I still ended up getting hurt last year, so be expected to have battle scars for your first time when you come home. I have a gash scar on my knee right here because it was a long story. My dad caught a drumstick, and a guy grabbed onto it, and they were playing tug of war with it, and I just tried to get in the middle of it. Bad idea. I got flung to the ground, took a rock to the knee, gashed my knee open. My dog tags ended up getting ripped off. Make sure you don't wear any dangly stuff that can get ripped off. because it gets ripped off really easy. Anyways, so I fell to the ground and I got picked up and ended up meeting the lead singer of New Year's Day, Ash Costello, and she kissed my cheek because I was just like so shaken up at the time I couldn't even recognize that it was her. So my brain was just panicking, trying to figure out what to do, and I was just shaking so bad in tears. And then my brother brought me over to the medic tent, and it was near the end of Warped Tour of the day, so they were all pretty much packing up, but they got me cleaned up, and then Miss May I came out and started talking to me, and the lead singer came and gave me a hug, and I ended up getting another drumstick because the other dude that had one just chucked it across the venue out of rage. Yeah, he felt pretty bad afterwards, so anyways. Next thing, if you are going to mosh, make sure you wear padding or cover yourself in bubble wrap before you go into a mosh pit so you don't get hurt, because mosh pits can go insane at Warped Tour. Like, they can go from just one little tiny circle to all around the venue. I remember last year at the Miss May I concert at Warped Tour, they did a mosh pit going completely around the venue. It was so cool. But yeah, it can be really dangerous, so just make sure you're looking out for yourself and only do it if you're willing to get hurt, because broken bones and a lot of hospital trips can be involved. Okay, you can get these dog tags at Warped Tour at the Go Army tent. They're pretty cool. You can choose what name you want to be put on them. You probably can't see it from there, but mine has my name on it. It says Warped Tour 2015 and Sergeant Corin Campbell, because that's how I got my dog tag from. And yeah, but they're pretty cool. I mean, if you want to get one, you definitely should, because I say it's a good choice. They're pretty cool, and they last quite a while. And like I said, this year I'm going to get my Xbox gamer tag put on mine, because why not? Same name as my YouTube channel, so that way I can just have a little piece of my YouTube and video gaming expertise away from everything when I need it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, my friend and I got one last year. He got his gamer tag put on it, but I kind of just put my name on mine before we kind of discussed putting gamer tags on it. And but yeah, you guys should definitely stop by the Go Army tent. They have dog tags. They just have a lot of cool stuff. You guys will have to go. Lastly, the most important rule of being at Warped Tour is you have to enjoy yourself. Just let everything go at Warped Tour. If you want to, there are band signings there too, so make sure you get in line for those if you want something to be signed by your favorite band. Leave. Okay, lastly, the most important thing is to make sure you enjoy yourself. Just let everything go and just be your own, like, just let your mind just wander and just have a great time. But if you want to get stuff signed by bands, there are a lot of band signings. Some you need to get special wristbands for, such as Pierce the Veil last year, but they sell really, really fast, so if you want to get one, you're going to have to get there really fast. And so, yeah, but most importantly, have fun and enjoy your Warped Tour experience. And also, before I end this video, I should tell you guys that you can bring in one parent free for a ticket purchase. That for if you are a minor under the age of 18, you can bring one parent in for free, a complimentary ticket. They have this reverse daycare that it's like the parents go into the tent and they have like Monster Tour water. It's really cool if you guys want to sneak one, because I have a can from mine last year, but yeah, anyways, just don't get caught. It's not illegal unless you get caught. But yeah, they have reverse daycare where your parents can go sit in a tent that's air conditioned. There's ice cold water. They can just chill and hang out. They can go watch bands. One more thing, there is a Monster Energy pit too. You get one free complimentary Monster, or multiple if you can sneak in that many times. The only thing is you cannot leave the Monster Energy pit without with your can. You have to stay in there while you're drinking it. But you know, a bunch of spun kids that have only got like 2 hours of sleep because they're so pumped for Warped Tour, just pumped with caffeine. Oh, the nightmares. Okay, well, anyways, yeah. And so have fun, get lots of sleep, and I hope to see you guys at Warped Tour.